All right, so my friend, we're going to talk about your dog doing bite work. And this is a big, big mistake because people want to try things before they're ready to do it, right? So we have you, which we'll say is handler, right? Now, how much value are you to your dog when there's nothing else around? How much does he just want to be with you?
Good amount.
Good amount? Give me a percent.
I'd say 75%.
75%. Very honest. We'll take it. Now, if I add food right here, what's the value of you and the food?
The value of the food goes up.
What's 100%? Like this dog does not want to be anywhere else, right? But if I start taking that food away, right? If I take that away and I put the food over here at a distance, how much, where does your value go?
Down.
It goes to zero. Zero. 0%, right? Because the dog wants the value. The dog wants the food. Now that's a big thing where people do food training where they're just food, like those absolute dog idiots. It's just food, 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 food. There's no the dog doesn't even know who's doing it. It's just a Pez dispenser giving food, okay? So now let's add something else. A toy. Does your dog, if you have a ball, right? Is that his thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so if someone starts bouncing a ball, what's the percentage that he wants to be with you? Zero. Again, very honest answer. Equals 0. So this is 100% value, right? 100% value. So now when we add a decoy for bite work, because that's a big toy, right? So we add a decoy. What happens with the dog, especially a dog like yours, is that they get the ball, but the ball fights back with them. And not fights in a bad way, but it's moving. So they're like, oh my God, this is a ball I don't need my owner to throw. It's a giant squeaky toy, so your value just goes through the roof. Now, when your obedience is okay, how do you get the dog to let go and come back? All the value's away from you. So a lot of people go to food. So now you're just teaching the dog to really do this. Because if there was food on the ground over here and you told the dog to come out, like it would be like if someone put food on the ground to teach their dog to out. The dog would come off and go back to the food again, right? So just like a bucket of food or something, right? Right? But he's offering. You see him start to offer? He's gambling. Tell him to sit again.
Sit.
Tell him to sit again.
Sit.
Tell him to sit again.
Sit.
Tell him to down.
Down.
Tell him to sit.
Sit.
Tell him to sit.
Sit.
Now that's a stomp. He's like, God damn it, I'm doing it. So he's expecting you to pay him, right? Okay. So now that's pretty decent. Your value's high, but he doesn't want you. What does he want? He wants this. So now watch. Ready? Dropping food. Tell him to sit.
Sit.
Tell him to down.
Down.
Oh, he already downed. He was way ahead of you. Tell him to sit.
Sit.
Tell him to down.
Down.
Tell him to sit.
Sit.
Tell him to down.
Down.
Tell him to sit.
Sit.
Tell him to down.
Down.
Tell him to sit.
Sit.
Tell him to down. He's growling at you now. Do you see it? So he's becoming frustrated. Okay, that's cool, right? So we learn things, right? Tell him to down.
Down.
Tell him to sit.
Sit.
Tell him to heel.
Heel.
Hear the conflict? So somewhere along the line, he's played a lot of ball, yeah? Somewhere along the line, food has been, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, right? The value of food. So now, if you see, here how he's getting wound up. Okay, so now area of influence. I'm going to take a step closer. What do you think's going to happen?
He's going to come break his...
Break his... Okay, so tell him sit again.
Sit.
Tell him stay.
Stay.
Okay, ready? So a lot of people's dogs know the positions, but when something just like I said here, when something comes in, the value goes down. Your value, that value of respect, that value of leadership, it's all down, right? Yeah. So what was the last obedience command you gave him?
Was it sit?
It was. Want to do it again? Let's do a little dog talk here. I told him, don't eat the chicken wings. He tried, and I told him not to. I wasn't mean. I wasn't anything. I just told him not to, right? So watch. He's going to talk to me, okay? See how he's offering now? The food's right there. Before, it wasn't, right? So I step across this. What is he telling me now? What is he telling me? He's like, so a lot of people go, well, he's scared of you, Chris. No, he's not scared of me. Watch, once he gets past that chicken, watch. Nope, right over to me. Do you see the difference? People don't understand when a dog is, they feel instantly bad that the dog is upset. And this is just the first session, right? This isn't, I haven't done this with him before, no? So watch. Motion, down. Motion is always harder for the dog. Anything that's moving is much harder for the dog to resist if the dog has any prey drive at all. Does that make sense? Ball up. But what I'm asking you to do is look at the dog's effort. How hard is this dog giving me effort? Why? Because I'm clear. I'm crystal clear. I know what he's thinking. He knows what I'm thinking. Crystal clear. Heel. Let's see how that heel is. Heel. Yeah, you're not even jumping anymore, you pussy. No, he's like, yeah, I just jump. Oh, so good. And he's tired right now. Heel. Yeah, my man. Sit. Heel. Yes. Down. Good. Get the other ball too and just keep switching. Heel. Yeah. Good man. What is he trying to keep his mind on?
Because the truth will set you free, but at first it will hurt like a motherfucker.